Well, it looks like we got another case of SJWs ruining our classic stories. Now, I haven't watched the new He-Man. I don't have Netflix, so I can't really comment about the series because I haven't seen it. But this whole controversy dealing with Kevin Smith, the guy who played Silent Bob back in the day. They pretty much did a bait and switch. It appears that he was telling everybody that the new cartoon is gonna be about He-Man. Then when they showed it, it ended up being about Tila instead. And according to what I've seen, actually I've watched the videos by I was watching Nerd Erotic. I was watching Geeks and Gamers, and I was watching Young Ripper on YouTube, and they're pretty much breaking down the whole story of how, like in the new series, the gets the kid off He-Man for some odd reason. He's supposed to be the main character, but they killed off He-Man, and now they got Tila. She's kind of like carried the torch as like the main hero in the series, you know. And and I was saying to myself, if they wanted to feminize He-Man, how come they just didn't make a She-Ra series? What they should have done was, with the He-Man cartoon on Netflix, just keep it traditional. Just have He-Man as the hero fighting Skeletor. And if they want to make a feminist statement, just make a separate series, have She-Ra as the main character. Then you can add other female, strong female characters in that series. I think if they did that, nobody would complain. But it doesn't make any sense why, if the series is supposed to be called He-Man, they cut off He-Man in things like the first episode, whatever, or second episode, whatever. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But why they kill off He-Man and then Tila is gonna take charge, and look at the guy Tila, and everybody was saying that she's she got a masculine body with a female face, female head, but it goes to show you how they just take in like iconic adventure stories. They did it to Star Trek, they did it to Star Wars, Doctor Who. Now they're doing it to He-Man, and they did it to like countless others, like even within the Marvel universe, they messed stuff up in DC, whatever. But if you grew up in the '80s, everybody remembers He-Man from back in the day. From the early '80s, you know, Masters of the Universe, and I grew up watching it like in the '80s when I was a kid. I remember Skeletor, Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, and stuff like that. And I mean, it's like an '80s classic. Some stuff you just gotta leave alone. You know, and this whole SJW agenda of just like, yeah, what they need to do is like, instead of like taking like classic, iconic comic books and series and movies, how come they don't just make up their own mythos, SJW mythology, you know? And I think somebody explained it one time. They were saying that the reason why they're taking like, they taking Star Wars, Star Trek, and all this kind of stuff, and retconning it is because the classic series from back in the day already has like an established audience. So, and they were saying that, if they want to make something from scratch, to push their SJW agenda, it wouldn't sell. Nobody will buy it. Nobody will go see it. So what they did instead was they're taking established uh, stories that already has an audience, and then they just rehashing it to fit their agenda so people can watch it. So, but it's still sad, taking like classic stuff like He-Man. And if they can do this to He-Man, ain't no telling what else they got planned. You know, they might do the same thing. They put Voltron back out. They might do it as a Voltron. They might do it as a Thundercats. I think they already did it to Thundercats. I believe. I think they put out like a bastardized version of Thundercats uh like a few years ago, and it's just sad. That's all I would say. That just go back to the classics. Go back and watch the old movies, the old TV series, because the older stuff is better. You know, but I don't have Netflix, so I'm not gonna watch the series and everything. But it goes to show you, man. Hollywood is dying, pop culture is dying, and and I said in one of my last videos, we have to take the initiative to create our own media. We have to create our own social media, create our own video platforms and things of that nature. And it's happening right now as we speak. People are moving away from Google, and people creating their own social media platforms. What I'm saying, outside of big tech, which is a good sign. Okay, I just want to share this with the guys, and and I promise upload more videos. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not 2 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. I'm tired. I'm up here drinking coffee, but you know, but like I said, man, just we really got to take the initiative to be free of big tech and their SJW agenda. All right, peace out.